Morning all, Tuesday morning. I've got a whole load of orders to go out. Of course, in the ideal world, I should pack as soon as it sells or soon after, but I sometimes tend to leave it. So I'm going to take through each one very quickly. First one is 5 lemony snicket books. I had loads of odds and ends that were just sitting on the shelf, put them on. And this is numbers 2, 6, 7, 11 and 13. That sold for £10. Just want to get rid of it really, plus postage. This one... Yeah, sorry, I started packing already and I thought, it'd be good to do a video about this. That is a Spectrum 48K game. It's called Gunfight by Ultimate to play the game. Any games by Ultimate are worth looking out for. But yeah, I'm going to grab each one and just show you them quickly and get an idea of what is going out today, or what's being packed today anyway. Got a tambourine next. And a boggle. Standard boggle. £6.99. A bit worried I couldn't find a box for that tambourine, but this was hanging around. Just got to cut that down to size. So they're next. Got a couple of board games next. I've been reducing the price of board games, but these actually went at the price I had them on at. So got Spyring. I always thought that was Kojak there, but I don't think it is. And that went for £14.99 plus £4.99 postage. And Waddington's Monopoly, good condition. Had a little nick on the box, but still went for £14.99, £4.99 postage. So yeah, glad to get those out. There's a few more board games coming up which have gone on my sale price, so we'll get to those in a bit. Right, another couple of board games. What's that smell? This was RA that didn't do very well, but that still sold for £10.99. Not too sure if I reduced that. I may have done. And Scrabble went on recently. That went for, I think it was around 12 quid, something like that. Can't quite remember, but Scrabble always sells well. Would have bought that for a quid. What's that smell? I'm not too sure about because it's RA. May have paid a little bit more for that. Okay, got a couple of bits of Wii stuff next. This Wii Sports Resort pack was something I actually bought on Facebook Marketplace, and I paid too much for it. I think I paid 40 quid, which was a bit ridiculous, but I have sold some bits off of it, and I've sold this for 70. So, but definitely paid too much for that, but glad it's gone. It was on for 80, sent an offer for 70 and it went. And I've got this Wii Fitball, that's gone for 15. That was part of a Wii U bundle that I bought, and I sold all the Wii U separately and sold about 3 different bits out of that and made well over double my money, I think, and that's just like the last bit to go out of the bundle, so I'm glad that's gone. So this is easy to pack, but the Wii Fitball is a little bit of a pain, bubble wrap and cardboard all around it, that sort of thing. Right, moving on. Next couple, this one. These are Lego alarm clocks. I've got to stop picking them up, they don't make any money really, about 8 quid or something. And sometimes people charge ridiculous amounts. On the other hand, though, motion controller, 30 quid free post. So well worth splitting out from bundles. Yeah, got a few more to go. Might have a cup of tea now. And I think there's a jammy scone downstairs. Okay, got a couple of things next, which I think cost next to nothing really. It's a pair of light snow pants. I got these from a front drive sale just down my road actually, so that was handy. Got a few clothes there, a lot of which I bought a load and not a lot of them have sold, but it was sort of when one sells it kind of pays for the whole thing. And this, which was I think a jumble sale sort of pick up, it's from Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock, and it's got loads and loads of sort of like stills in there, so it's quite a nice book. Both of those are sold for a tenner each, so considering they probably cost 50p or something ridiculous like that, not too bad at all and easy to pack as well. Right, I've got about 4 or 5 more things, and next 3 are board games which I reduced the price of last week. So we've got Disney Scrabble. That went for £9, not as much as I thought a Disney Scrabble would go for. We've got Mike Reed's Pop Game. That went for £10. Again, not a great pickup. Probably only paid £1 for it. And postage is on top of these, so still good ROI really. This one was good though. That went for 26. I had it up for about 30-ish. On all of these board games, I reduced them quite drastically. I looked up what people had sold them for over Christmas, which is quite a good reference point, really, because I hadn't sold them, and if they weren't going to sell over Christmas, I was really going to struggle. So it was cutting them down to a realistic price. So those are next week to be wrapped up. I was just thinking about all these board game sales I've had. I've said before, probably a few months ago, that if you list in a certain category, so say if I listed a load of board games, it generally gives a kick for the whole of that kind of area within eBay. So you'll find you'll sell old board games that you had, and I found it with clothes, trainers, all sorts of things where I've sort of concentrated doing new listings in those kind of eBay categories. So it looks like it's the same with when you hit the price of items in board games, which I've done. That's created probably greater sort of advertising or promotion, or eBay putting forward the algorithm basically for other board games that you've got on your store. So it's worth bearing that in mind. Three more things. First one, I've been trying to sell this for a while. It's not a book, it's a Sony e-reader. It was a little bit pricey, this, at a boot fair, and I can't remember how much it sold for. Hang on, £20. £20 plus postage. So that's been kicking around for a while. I put it on charge this morning and I didn't think it was working, but it needs about 40 minutes for it to get going, and I've given it a full charge. So that's gone, and a nice pair of BT 1000 phones. It's a twin set. They went for 20 quid as well. So going to get them wrapped up. That'll just be bubble wrap, cardboard bubble mailer. This will be wine box. It's got the two handsets and the plugs and the base set units. And then there's only one more thing to go. Thank goodness for that, you will say. Last one. It's a combi. Good old combi. That's a Sony SLB D950, I think it is. And that's sold for 50 quid. Been on the store for quite a while. But these combis always tend to sell, so they're good things to look out for. Hope you enjoyed all that. That was whirlwind sort of packing, just letting you know what went. That's probably 2 or 3 days worth of sales. So it's not been huge amounts, not big value either, but good to get the numbers going through. So there's quite a lot of things going through every day, probably about sort of like 7 or 8 things every day. So I'm happy with that. If you enjoyed the video, do please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subbed, that'd be fantastic too. So hope to see you soon. Take care. We'll see you later.